the bins today. This is my daughter's friend. There's oldest daughter. I told you before she was a reseller herself. Today we are battling the bins. Let's see. One. We have a very large Goodwill bins. They're getting ready to line up and switch the bins out now. Every couple hours we switch the bins out. Rotation, they call it. Everybody has to line up along the walls for a rotation. And that's what we're doing now. Let's see what we find. Are your bins like this? It's crazy. All the people. This is the clothing side. Textiles, clothing, blankets. More behind me. And we are back home, and here is a portion of my haul. Actually, let's be honest and say I went back another day as well. So we did 2 days of bins shopping. And the first haul that I filmed, I lost the footage somehow. So this is my second attempt, and some of the stuff has already been flipped. And so I'll show you that as well. Alright, let's get into this haul here. So this is from the bins, the Goodwill outlet, for 2 days in a row. The first thing, this is my find. This makes me happy. I don't know how well. I did polish it once. It is a rather large, I gotta finish getting some of the polish off though, I see. Brass tray with pewter all around it. It is large and heavy and exquisite. Good find for me. Alright, next, let's scoot up this way. Have something on the floor here. Oh well. Fuzzy. Must have come out of the bag. I got these paddles. Like, why did you buy paddles? I have an idea to kind of put these like on the wall. Take off the smash box. Hang it up. Make it look like an old, oh, what do you call it? Cutting board. Put something on it. So they were, and you know, they got from the bins, and they're not very heavy. So if, you know, it doesn't work out, I might see anything for them. But I think that that's an excellent idea for some of these old paddles. That's what I'm going to do with those. And I don't know if some of you know I bake. I decorate cakes. I'm always on the lookout for extra baking utensils, and these are just like little bitty. They're not the tiny bread pans, but they're smaller, and they'll be perfect, I think. And there's some other sizes there as well. But for zucchini breads, banana breads, that sort of thing to give as gifts at the holidays. So you can never have enough cooling racks. So whenever I find those, I get those as well. And then tiny little bitty cupcake pans. Again, holiday baking, whatever. Let's move that. Let's go this baby. It is, of course, milk glass. This pattern. I'm sorry it's so dark. I've got so many lights on in my house trying to film this right now, but it is completely overcast and cloudy. And this needs to be fixed here. But, you know, a fireplace blower thing, and it works. Brass on the end. Let's see if I can get it all. I thought that was unique. Put it in there and see what it does. And vintage globes. I always sell the vintage globes. I mean, I only put them in for like $15, $20. But they always sell. They're a nice, colorful piece to put on top of china hutch or a bookcase. Now, cute little crocheted pillow for just somewhere. And can we talk about florals? I hit the floral mother load at the Goodwill bins. And they're mostly, this is just a piece that broke off, wisteria. So I'm guessing it was a wedding or something. They either had too many or got canceled or whatnot. But it is all mine now. There are a few other things in there. But 90% of it is wisteria. And it was all brand new in the packaging. I do have a plan for that. Something I would love to do. I'm not going to say what it is, just in case it doesn't happen. I tend to put the cart before the horse a lot of times on here. And it's like, oh, when are you going to do? Oh, I don't know. So, you know, we'll leave it there. But florals. That's an amazing find. And they don't weigh anything. So anytime I'm at the Goodwill bins or the outlet or whatever you call it yourselves, I always look for floral. This cute little frame. It's like a hinge frame. I got it as well. Alright. Silver bowl tray thing. I'm not even going to clean it. I'm just going to go stick it in my booth the way it is. Shoe forms. I found several shoe forms. Not forms. I don't know what they're called. Shoe stretchers. I got 2 pair. One with the white handle and with the red handle. I'm just going to throw those in as is as well. I'm hunting for these things I found, and I'm unsure of what they are. I'm just going to probably use them as handles, but anybody know what these are? It doesn't say on the tag, it just says craft and cake supplies. They're wood. I just don't know what they would have been used for originally. Basket handles, perhaps? I don't know. I got this large piece of fabric as well. There's probably 5 yards here. And I had this idea because I did buy these rings as well at the outlet. And I thought, I'm just going to see if I can find some birds and put them up like this on the wall. Possibly. I got 2 of these. I don't know what they're called. Needlepoint ring things. Alright. We got this little basket here. He's tall, cute. I'm just going to stick some florals in it. Put it in the booth. And the snowman. He is brand new. He's super cute. I always look for all seasons. Now, if I had the extra room, because I did go with my daughter and her friend, they had so much brand new with the tags on it. Hobby Lobby Christmas garland. Brand new. And I just couldn't do it. I just held off because I wanted to get all this floral here instead. Right now I'm going to show you some things that I've already started flipping because like I said, I filmed this once already. One more thing real quick before I forget. I did find Pyrex. And I don't know if you can see, there's 3 bowls there. I know I was missing one. I looked them up. And it's this pattern. I found this at the Goodwill outlet as well. Again, I'm just going to clean it up and stick it in my booth. I don't collect Pyrex, but a lot of people do. It's really hard to see this because the light is behind it instead of in front of it. But this is one of the pieces that I started working on already. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, there's some light. These were 3 stacking boxes, and they were definitely done in the 80s. because they were covered in the most horrendous blue and white wallpaper. Very country blue from the 80s. So I have made a stamp on a label of drop cloth, some rust. I don't know why I thought the cardboard needed rust, but hey, we're going for it. We have all kinds of faded and blended colors going on. Blues, pinks, whites, beige on each one. And now they just have this look. I opened the window there to try to get some more light. And they just have this look going. Oh, and these little birdies, they came from the bins as well. They just look so cute up on top of this that they're going to stay there while they're in my booth. All right, so stacking boxes, that's one of the things I've done already. All right, here's some more stuff. You'll have to excuse this mess. This is a real where I do some work area. Just back porch area that Scott kind of enclosed for me a little bit so I can enjoy it in the winter because it's just screen. Let's see what I did here, what I have. This was just a large, plain, it looked like wood, but it wasn't tray. I mean, it's large. Here's my hand. It's huge. So I've given it several layers of different shades of green paint. I've done I can't remember what it is. It's a stencil. And I just used Rub and Buff on my brush. I want to like fade it in and out. Let me move this basket. And then I put a transfer in the middle. I've done some faux rusting. And she's all sealed in and ready to go to my booth already. Then I had this basket that I found. And it was nice. I know I'm do flowers in it. So I just put a bee on it with the, I think it was the bee out of the Lovely Ledgers transfer kit. And I just put it on drop cloth, adhered it on there with Mod Podge. I've taken, this is from the bins, a wreath. I don't know if you can see. It's just a wreath. And I pushed it down around the top of the basket. And then I put floral foam in there and just some lavender and some dogwood. And I think it looks lovely. So that's going to my booth as well. And then I believe I showed you this candelabra in my last, one of my last hauls, I think. And it had those little tea light cups on it with some crystals, but some of them were missing. So I just tweaked it this way. It has antique gold Rub and Buff, gold leaf Rub and Buff, and some brown and copper paint, just all to make it look like oldness. And then I glued these in place. And then I bought these at Hobby Lobby. They were, of course, they're wooden. And I did the same colors on them as that I did on the rest. And then I took some Gorilla Glue Clear and put it all together. Candelabra. This little stool I got at the bins as well. And it was just wood. White. I just wiped antiquing wax all over the white. And I put I decoupaged the bee on the top of it. And it just looks nice with the candelabra sitting on it. So, behind that, I'm going to put a label on this. I was waiting for the feet to dry on it. It was just a plain old basket. It was very light in color, and I've just gone over it with antiquing wax and a blue paint and then a green paint. And I haven't painted the feet yet, but I think I'm just going to put stain on them or something. Put feet on them. Those are just candle holders from Hobby Lobby that I turned into feet holders. Or feet holders. Feet. Sorry about that. Just knocked my camera. And then this is a threshold tray. And I put some feet on it. And it's like a galvanized. I'm just going to put it in there and see how it does. if it doesn't do well, I'll paint it, put a transfer on it. But I'm going to put a... Hi, guys. Woo, I'm a mess today. Look at me. Let's see. Turn this around. So, here's this. And I'm going to put a transfer right here on the side. And then I did one of these before, and so I did this one very similar to the one I did before, but then I added fake rust on it and some flowers and moss, and so she's ready to go. I don't know if you can even see that very well because, like I said, totally overcast, and I am lacking in light. I'll show you a close-up of her. I think she is exquisite. And then let's talk about building a truck, right? So I built this. It's huge. It's really heavy. It's solid wood. I built this white truck from some scrap wood. I'm going to finish painting the front of it. And then I'm going to write like Fresh Flower Market on the side and put a bouquet in the back. Put it in my booth. I haven't finished the wheels either, but I built that myself out of wood pieces, scrap wood. Cuteness, right? And, oh, granddaughter art. It is back there because she was helping me paint. And like I said, this is a real work area, so it gets a little gnarly. And, yeah, I use old wrapping paper to cover my tables because it is wonderful. You know, everything just sticks to the paper. You just peel it off, throw it away, get a new piece. And a lot of people use craft paper, but you can get clearance wrapping paper after every holiday, and it doesn't matter what it is because it's going to get gross anyway. The last thing, I think it's the last thing that I got at the Goodwill outlet is, excuse the mess again, this picture. And it's really difficult to see, but it's like faded, and it says a lilac, and it's like a watercolor. Some lilacs, I guess. But I thought that would go sweet with like the candelabra. It's kind of got the same, you know, vibe going on. Alright, so that is my... Sorry about that. That is my haul from the Goodwill bins. This is the stuff that I started on. And the other stuff that I've shown you in the house. Hoping I can get to my booth today and fill it up a little more, and will take you along with me while I do that. Alright, thanks guys. Have a great day. Sorry about this crazy video.